commitment to both sides of the ball. Salalivas and Marcus Anderson will lead that charge, initiating the defensive shape, and it's a side that will need to be tidy in their rest defense. If they can influence that element of the game, it'll complement what they can do offensively. Andre Chirilla, Noah Eden, will they provide that structure, but also evolving recognition of Kiesel and Mangione as that match wears on will be key. It'll dictate where their inclusion in the attacking half and using moments that they can flood the attacking half to sustain that chance creation.
And with that, we are set for first kick on a beautiful sunny day here from Chester, Pennsylvania, on the shores of the Delaware River, just to our camera position right. First day of the playoffs, always an exciting time here in MLS Next Pro. Colorado and Vancouver also kicking off at the same time. The rest of the matches from 6 o'clock Eastern time on. Our referee is Corbin May. We are ready to go. Philadelphia in blue, Cincinnati in white. There is the whistle. And we are underway today from Chester, Pennsylvania. Mariano stepped in, and here comes Philadelphia. Korzeniowski absorbing some contact. It was a clean challenge, according to the referee. You can already see the intensity, the tempo in this playoff match. It's everything you want in these MLS Next Pro playoffs.
That was a huge tackle from Korzeniowski, because that was Philadelphia off to the races.
Here comes Cincinnati right back into the attack. Ball comes into the middle, shooting chance, and it's taken by George Marks.
And when you can regain possession, when you already have good numbers in the attacking half.
Sullivan this year, 6 goals, 5 assists. LeBlanc stands over it. LeBlanc's delivery, lifted in, the heads go up, the header's in the corner! Set pieces do the trick again for Philly. Stas Korzeniowski, 1-0 Union.
It first starts with this high-quality delivery from LeBlanc. You get the delivery right, and you get the timing on the header. Spot on, fine line, pushing to go find the equalizer, but also not leaving yourself exposed.
Here's an opportunity. It's a shot on target for Kenji Mboma-Dem, a player with 7 goals, 5 assists, recently signed a first-team deal, and has played most of his time this year with this second team, trying to test George Marks. This portion of the match is brought to you by Subaru of America. Turnover there by Philadelphia. Chavez picks it up. Trying to move this ball forward. It's only driven ball in, back post, knotted back towards goal, and it's taken there by Walters.
Another dangerous delivery. You think it's going too far, but it's a spot where you know exactly what your role is. With that first contact, you're trying to put it right back across the face of goal and see your teammates win that space. We've gotten quality delivery from LeBlanc and only.
Here's Chirilla now for Cincinnati. Stefan Chirilla just wide.
But now it's about creating that sustainable defensive structure that does allow you outlets going forward, because right now, when you do regain possession, you win the ball in those duels, the outlets just are not there because the commitment to get behind the ball has been so high, and as it should be. But now can you start to win the battle of distances? Can you start to grow out of your box?
Here's LeBlanc to the end line. Quick give and go. Sequeira getting end line again. Stood up into the middle. The header's down, and it's saved by Walters. Any touch by Korzeniowski could have been 2-0.
I was about to say the same thing. Any touch there might have been problems for Paul Walters. Clever give and go there. And you almost felt like the service kind of overshot everybody, but that's what happens when you have good layers and teammates occupying dangerous space. It's always that late entry into the box, that one of the last attacking players that gets in. You're the one that dictates what space you've got because all the other runners have already committed to those spaces. So now it's on you to make that judgment. What spaces are occupied, what has become available.
Foul here against Marcus Anderson. He did not like that decision. Cincinnati go quick with it. Looking across, another ball in, the header is in! Just like that, Cincinnati back level, Andres Davila, 1-1.
And it was just a few sequences ago that Davila found himself in good space. The service just overshot him. Clever to go quick here. You get them unbalanced, and then you follow.
Throw in here, Will Kiesel will put it back in play. Comes infield, Chirilla. Chirilla sending this one back to Allentown. Here's Griffin, one of those players called up to the under-17 squad for the U.S. in the under-17 World Cup. Korzeniowski now. Stas Korzeniowski just wide. Good effort, shuffling it onto that left foot, but could not curl it inside that far post.
And this is what you see from high-level attacking players, the ability to manipulate space where space is at a premium, that subtle little movement to his right to then put it on his left foot, and he almost gets this to curl in to that side netting. But he has been heavily involved in this first half.
Marks has to come off his line to clear this away. Korzeniowski, pretty much everywhere he's gone, he has scored goals. His first year here in the pros, formerly played at Penn, just down the road. The Ivy League Offensive Player of the Year, also played with Ballard FC in USL League 2. Here he is again, Korzeniowski, this time lays it off. Still trying to move the ball around. Olney gets it again. CJ Olney. Cincinnati doing a good job to get bodies in between him and the goal. The shot right at Walters.
You can see Sequeira displeased that that ball just never made it out to him. He was unmarked, just kind of sitting out on the right side. You could see him drifting as FC Cincinnati got more and more numbers back behind this ball. And they just create. Sometimes they're looking to upgrade when they don't necessarily need to. They can take the shot themselves. They can take the opportunity themselves. So it's kind of simplifying that final action for them going into the second half. And for FC Cincinnati.
Here we go. Players are in position. We are set to go. There is the whistle. We're underway. 45 more minutes and maybe more from Chester, PA. Philadelphia 1, Cincinnati 1 as we get this second half going. Both teams coming in on big winning streaks. It's Cincinnati that has won 4 straight games following 4 straight losses, while Philadelphia Union 2 5 straight wins following 4 games winless. These teams have found some form here down the stretch of the season, and it was Philadelphia that, yes, they did pick Cincinnati. They didn't have to necessarily pick Cincinnati, but based on some of their success from earlier this season, they thought that was the best selection for them. Korzeniowski trying to get the return ball. Mangione stepping in. As Ryan Richter told us, the head coach for Philadelphia, he trusted his head analyst, Diego Parra. He says this was the guy, or pardon me, this was the team that he kept preaching. I said, I think this is the best matchup, and that's what they went out and chose.
Yeah, that trust and belief in looking at whether it's the scouting reports, the metrics. Obviously, There's a lot of data that goes into a lot of these matchups nowadays. Take a look at that and you roll with your selection.
And Philadelphia hoping that they can be the ones to make the selection for the next round as well, but that would mean the New York Red Bulls would have to lose today to Carolina Core. You never know. We've seen it a year ago with FC Cincinnati. They were the 1 seed in the East. They lost in the first round. It's Kellen LeBlanc putting this one up. The heads go up, and it's just wide. It was. Angioni puts it right back in play. Across. Looking in a dangerous spot there for Kenji and Bomadem, but nothing on for Cincinnati. Philadelphia, as we see quite often, want to go quickly. Very vertical style of play. Here's Olivas, already into the attacking third. Bouncing around the box, Korzeniowski. Could have been maybe a handball, but Cincinnati will just try to play this one out. Anderson wins it back in a good spot. Now the shot is saved by Walters.
Handball. Korzeniowski, and then the turnover. And for Paul Walters, you go from your team being in possession to a split second later, you're
Chirilla. Good skill to find space. A long cross that bounces all the way in. Sequeira forced to play it. It was not going to make its way out of play.
And that's an area for a team that is at 1-1 and get pinned in a bit and absorbing a lot of different pressure from their opponent. Can you start to grow that belief from it still being 1-1 and knowing that there's still more out there in this game for you?
Anderson lays it off for LeBlanc. Now it's Olney who whips this across the face. Punched away there by Walters. Good step by Griffin. He sends it right back in. It'll also be Oscar Benitez coming into this game. 21-year-old from Colombia. His first season with Philly. Played last year with St. Louis City 2. Has scored 1 goal so far this season. Bouncing through the box. Anderson off the post! Korzeniowski wide. Philly so close to finding a second.
And when you're dealing with the numbers that you're seeing defensively from FC Cincinnati, this is when limited touches are at a premium, and you see.
Pass back for Marks. Enough time to clear this upfield. Pinballing around the middle. It worked out okay for Cincinnati. And Marks comes to claim it again for Philly. All played over the top. Quick up, back, and through. And here's Olney sprung into the attack. CJ Olney, the cutback. Korzeniowski! It's a brace for Korzeniowski. Philly lead 2-1.
Just absolutely.
Some pushing and shoving at the top of the 18-yard box. As Pariano stands over it. Floated ball forward, knotted down. Anderson saved. Having to defend just a little bit more. That ball's cleared away. It is full time from Chester, and Philadelphia Union 2 are moving on.